Hey guys, welcome back. Today I wanted to talk about a program called TeamViewer, because this is one of my absolute favorite applications that I use on a nearly day-to-day basis. It's really, really good. It's super popular. A lot of people have heard about this one, but I just want to talk about it just because, for anyone who's not necessarily tech savvy or is, looking for a better way of managing things on the go, just kind of give them a little show off and just kind of give a little preview and just kind of explain how things work with this one. So, for anyone who's not familiar with TeamViewer, what this is a remote application that allows you to tunnel into pretty much any kind of device, or mostly for your computers, so that you can manage it from another device. So you could tunnel into your computer through your cell phone or through another computer or through a tablet or pretty much anything that's connected to the internet. And setup for this thing is super easy. What's really cool about this is if you're using this for personal use, it's completely free. So there's not a single thing you have to pay for. It's only if you're using this in a for commercial setting that you have to worry about any kind of licensing or anything. Otherwise, it's totally free to use and free for you to actually get. So all you got to do is just click on the link. You're gonna get the downloader right here. I've already have it downloaded in here, but I'm just gonna go through the whole process one more time just to kind of walk you through all of the steps. And because I already have it going, it is going to freak out at me. So really all you have to do, there's a couple different ways you can configure it. You can have it so that it runs one time only, so that if you only needed it in case of an emergency or if you wanted to tunnel into someone else's computer, you could just have it run for one time only and that's it. You can have it so that it'll automatically install to this computer so that you can attend to it remotely and set everything up for you there, or you just do the basic installation. Because of the computer that I'm setting it up on, I don't want anyone to tunnel into this one. I actually have another computer in another video that I've set up with for my Plex server. That's the computer that I want to be able to access from anywhere. Because if I want to move some files over into the folders that my Plex would be able to see, that that's the only real way that I can do it, because the computer that I actually have set up for that doesn't have a monitor, doesn't have a keyboard, is literally just a box in the corner of my house with an Ethernet cable attached to it. So there's no other way into that except for with a program outside of it. And they want to make sure that you're using it for personal use, so you just select that. If you want to go to advanced settings, you can get where to install it and a couple other things, but I just want to just kind of do the basic thing. So it's going to do its whole thing, and we're going to watch a bar for a second. What's really cool about this too is that once you have it set up and actually installed, literally the only thing you need to know is your login for it. So it's just an email and a password, and that ties to all the devices that you want to connect with. So all you got to do is just sign in with that same password and username across all your devices, and they'll automatically feed in here. So you'll see right now that my one computer feeder PC that is online, as well as another computer, just a MacBook that I used to own that just runs it anyway in the background in case my sister needs the help, so that I can actually tunnel in there and actually help things out with her. What's good about this too is that you can also have it set so that you can attend to other devices remotely as well. So you can just go here. You can see that there is an actual ID and a password. Now, you guys might say, well, you're giving that out to the internet. Well, that password changes every time that TeamViewer is actually loaded up. So if I gave someone my ID and my password so that they could kind of hop into my computer, um, that's only good for that one instance. The next time that they try to use that password, it's actually going to change. And that's for security reasons too, because I know that if you give your information out to someone else, you may not necessarily want them coming back because this is quite a personal device. But all you need is a partner ID. You can remotely control and do file transfers with it. Once you've put in the partner ID, then what happens is the next step is it's going to ask you for the password, and that's what makes the handshake, and that's what actually closes everything in. So let's just kind of take a look and kind of see what happens, right? So if I go into my feeder, sometimes it takes a second, but it's not usually too bad. It's just going to start up. You're gonna see everything here. So this is kind of what you'd see if you were sitting in front of the computer that it is there. I'll just type in, and then this is exactly how I left everything the way that it was. So some of the features on it is that it's going to automatically disable your desktop wallpaper, and that's just to save some bandwidth, just so that it doesn't have to display anything. But you could theoretically stream video or audio through it. The quality is not great. I would not recommend it, but you absolutely could. And there is a decent amount of latency that comes out, so you wouldn't want to play games or anything like that on your network either. So pretty much from here you can access anything. You can see all the hard drives that are attached to this computer, just kind of anything, but that's really it. And all this is just a little guy that lives in the corner right over here. So this is the computer that I have it set up so that I can remotely access it at any time. Not only can I access this from my computer, but I can also access this from my cell phone as well. There's a mobile app available for iOS or for Android, and you can just get it from the respective app stores there. And you just plug in your email and your password, and then your account's automatically linked. So there are some really good things about it, because the examples that I like to use are that if you're out and about, and you know that you want to watch a movie that night or anything like that, you can actually start the process and actually get it downloaded and put it onto your computer from there.
So I just wanted to show off the mobile app as well. Pretty much once you've downloaded it, this is what it looks like. You get a list of your computers. You also can remotely connect to any other device, same as you can on your computer as well. And you can see right here that these are just my computers right here. Down here in the bottom, these are just other computers that I've connected to, that are no longer online or just not part of my account. And once you select it, you can also remotely control using a password because everything is already set up with my account. I don't actually have to put in a password. It'll show you all the interactions you can use so that it just makes navigating your computer a little easier. And you can see now I've got control of my mouse and I can actually open up other folders just by tapping and touching and actually going through everything, same as I would with my computer. And you can see right now that I'm logged in both instances. So that the privacy of the original person is not compromised in any way.
So there you go, guys. That's kind of ends my little spiel about TeamViewer. This is one of my all-time favorite programs. I use it on a nearly day-to-day basis. And if you have a secondary computer or you flip-flop between multiple computers, this is an excellent tool to kind of centralize yourself and make it so that you can just sit down at one desktop, one keyboard, one mouse, and just kind of use everything. If you have any other questions about anything, or you have any recommendations about things that you may want explained, please feel free to let me know. Otherwise, if you like this video, feel free to just let me know as well. And if you didn't like it, let me know. Thanks, guys.